Hey everyone, welcome back to another review. Today we're taking a look at the PNSO Prehistoric Animal Models line, Yangchuanosaurus. This is my fourth review on the set of 6 dinosaurs that came out from PNSO. About a month and a half ago, these 6 new dinosaurs were originally part of a set called 7 Little Chinese Dinosaurs, which was once a China Post exclusive. Now PNSO has released these models singly, and the 7th figure in that set is the Sinosauropteryx, which has already been previously released in the mini collections line. Even though these figures are small, they're not considered part of the mini collection line. They're actually part of the Prehistoric Animal Models line, which is kind of that midway line between the mini collection and the museum class line. So before we take a closer look at this Yangchuanosaurus, let's take a quick look at the packaging that it comes in. So it comes in this nice little collector's box right here that has a nice full art picture of the Yangchuanosaurus. On the front of the box, you can see it's part of the Prehistoric Animal Models line, and it does have the same name as the larger Yangchuanosaurus that got released in that diorama 2-pack with the Yangchuanosaurus. This Yangchuanosaurus is called Dino. The packaging is a much better quality than the larger figures in the Prehistoric Animal Models line, like the Spinops and Ankylosaurus. Those boxes were really flimsy, and all those I got in came in pretty beat up. This packaging is a lot thicker, sturdier cardboard, so you don't have to worry about your figures coming in damaged. And just like all other PNSO models, it does come with a little informational pamphlet with some information about Yangchuanosaurus. So getting back to this Yangchuanosaurus figure, Yangchuanosaurus is very similar to Allosaurus. It is from the mid-Jurassic period of China, about 168 to 163 million years ago. And let's do some quick measurements on this figure. From the tip of the snout to the tip of the tail, this figure is about 4.5 inches long, or 11.4 centimeters. And to the top of the head, this figure is just about 2 inches tall, or about 5 centimeters. So with those measurements, Yangchuanosaurus is about 26 feet long. So let's put this figure somewhere in the 170 scale range. There is a larger species of Yangchuanosaurus, Yangchuanosaurus magnus, which is about 35 feet long. So if you want to count this figure as the larger species, that would put this figure in the 193 scale range. Like I said at the beginning of the video, this Yangchuanosaurus is a repack from the 7 Little Chinese Dinosaurs set, and actually this figure is a repaint from that Yangchuanosaurus. The original one was a lot darker in color. It's just different shades of dark brown, and I have to say the coloration on this one is much better. I like the vibrant color scheme on it. I think it looks really nice. And also, this Yangchuanosaurus, I think, is definitely the best painted of the 6 dinosaurs that got released in this set. I really like this vibrant color scheme, and the bright orange and tan colors look really nice on it with that tiger striping. Even though this figure is small, there is a lot of nice details sculpted on this. So starting with that really nice looking head sculpt, you can see the eye is painted in black. You've got some nice sculpting of the ridges along the top of the skull, and you can even see the teeth are sculpted in. You get a nice row of spikes starting at the back of the skull going all the way down to the tip of the tail, and I really love the tiger striping on this figure. I think it just looks so nice. Along the side of the body, you can see a lot of folds and wrinkles sculpted in, and scales along the hind legs right here, and then turn the figure over. It is on a base. It is not detachable from the base. The stomach is painted a nice cream color, and the hand claws are not really painted. It is kind of like the palms are shaded in, and kind of just gives the illusion that like one side of the claws are painted in. Same thing on the feet. The toe claws are not painted, but you can see a lot of nice detail on the feet right here. All those scales along the toes are nicely sculpted, and this base is really nice. It's just a dark gray rock base, but there's a lot of nice finely sculpted detail in there. You can even see some smaller and larger rocks have been sculpted in. This base has a really nice texture on it when you rub your finger across it. And moving down the body, the tail is also sculpted really nice, having a lot of nice big folds and wrinkles starting at the base of the tail, and some more folds and wrinkles down to the tip. So all in all, this Yangchuanosaurus is really beautifully painted and very well sculpted. I definitely think it is my favorite out of the 6 new dinosaurs besides the Microraptor. I absolutely do love the new Microraptor that we got. You can even see a row of osteoderms sculpted along the back right here, and even some nice scale detail where each of those spikes is come out of the back. A lot of nicely sculpted detail on this figure. Absolutely dig this thing. So let's put this guy down for a second and move on to comparison and see how he stacks up with some other figures. Alright, first up for comparison is the larger PNSO Yangchuanosaurus. Now unfortunately I have to sit here and hold this figure. This Yangchuanosaurus that came with the Chunkingosaurus 2-pack used to be able to stand on its own, but lately this figure and my Giganotosaurus are having severe warping issues. Just look at that foot right here, and you know, both these feet are planted on the base it comes with, and he is just warping so bad. I keep fixing him, he keeps going back. Same thing with the Giganotosaurus. I think somewhere down the line I'm gonna do a video about some of these warping issues with these higher end figures, which is very unfortunate. But anyways, getting back to the size comparison, you can see you could maybe use this smaller Yangchuanosaurus to be a juvenile with this adult right here. I think they look really nice together. And actually, PNSO had, or they still have plans to release larger versions of the 6 new dinosaurs. We already have a larger version of the Yangchuanosaurus and a larger version of the Mamenchisaurus, and those pictures leaked a while ago of larger versions of the other 4 dinosaurs, like the Gigantoraptor and the Microraptor and the Centaurosaurus. The larger one was sculpted laying down on its side, which I thought was a fantastic pose. I hope those figures see the light of day relatively soon. And next up is the Safari LTD Allosaurus, if he wants to stand. There we go. And you can see how those two look next to each other. And next up is the brand new Papo Gorgosaurus, which is absolutely a fantastic looking model. And here it is with one of its wave mates, the Huangosaurus. And here is one of the PNSO minis. This is their Chasmosaurus. You see how those look next to each other. So final thoughts on this Yangchuanosaurus. I really like this figure. I think it is one of the best painted ones of these 6 new dinosaurs in the set that we got from PNSO. The sculpt is really great on it. There's a lot of nice detail on it for such a small figure, so I do highly recommend this figure. I ended up getting the whole set of 6 figures off of Amazon for $39.99 free shipping. Takes about 2 to 3 weeks to come in from China. I know Everything Dinosaur should be getting this set in relatively soon, and I believe they are going to be selling them singly if you're just interested in picking up like a couple of these instead of just getting the whole set. And also, you can also try to get these figures off of Amazon and AliExpress if you're just not interested in getting the full set. I will leave a link in the description to Amazon if you want to order these figures, and I'll also leave a link to Everything Dinosaur. Even though they don't have these figures in yet, like I said, they should be getting them in relatively soon. And that will do it for the review. I just only got 2 more figures from the set to review, the Mamenchisaurus and the Gigantoraptor. And you know what I noticed, which is kind of odd, you know, since the beginning of the year, since PNSO came roaring back, we got like new releases pretty much every 3 weeks on the dot. And these figures have been out for a month and a half and nothing from PNSO. So I don't know what they have in store for the future. I just know when they had their little year-long hiatus that they had a lot of stuff already developed and ready to go. And that's why I think we just got this total onslaught of new figures every few weeks. So I think right now they're just developing new stuff, trying to catch up, which I'm okay with because my wallet can use a little bit of a break, especially, you know, in less than a month from now, the Beast of the Mesozoic Ceratopsian Kickstarter is starting, and I'm probably going to blow a absolute ton of money on that. And then we're going to start having the 2020 Safari reveals will probably be coming up soon. and new Jurassic World coming out. So there's always something coming out that I am spending my money on. So I am enjoying this slight break from PNSO's release schedule at the moment. And also, this is my 99th video on the channel. I've only been doing this for just over 7 months now, and I am one video away from having 100 videos on the channel, which is absolutely fantastic. I never thought at this point in the channel's life that I'll have this many videos up, but there's just so much cool stuff to review that I just keep making videos. So I'm going to do a special 100th video special. I'm not going to be talking about dinosaurs in it. I'm going to share another hobby that I'm very into with you guys. Just give you a little bit of peek into other things I'm interested in besides dinosaurs. So that should be out later on in the week, and I do hope you guys enjoy that. And as always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Each subscription helps out the channel tremendously, and I'll greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys for the next one.